In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gideon and welcome back to Upcoming RPG, and today we have a game that has got me very hyped when it was revealed back in E3 2018, and that game is Cyberpunk 2077. The game was actually announced back in 2012, then it disappeared until its reveal in 2018. I must admit, when I seen the trailer at first, way back when, then the newer one after that was shown in Xbox's conference, but I wasn't really hyped that much, to be honest. I say this because I haven't really played any of like CD Projekt Red's games in the past, except for like the first hour of The Witcher 3 I mean, which didn't really hook me that much, to be honest. I also owned The Witcher 2 on the Xbox 360, but that's because it was like available for games for gold, and I was just kinda like, yeah, I'll get into it, eventually. But when Cyberpunk 2077's gameplay was finally revealed to the public, I sat there watching the entire 40 minutes of that gameplay footage on the train home, and by the end I was sitting there and I was really fucking hyped for the game. But like I said a second ago, Cyberpunk 2077 is being developed by CD Projekt Red, a company that is well known for developing the RPG series The Witcher. 2077 is an adaptation of the tabletop game Cyberpunk 2020, which was released back in 1988 by game designer Mike Pondsmith. For many of you who ask, should I be excited for this game? Well, if you are a major fan of RPGs and first-person shooters, then this game will be right up your alley. But let's not delay this for any longer, let's dive into the details, let's dive into the world and story of Cyberpunk 2077. Set in the dystopian Night City in the year 2077, Cyberpunk follows a rising hired gun, V, as they take on tasks from various gangs around the city. What makes this game extremely interesting is that the players can alter V's personal story by choosing their backstory in the game's character creation screen. This includes things like childhood heroes, key life events, and why the character is in Night City in the first place. Is it because they have unfinished business? Something to prove? Or because they have an ex-lover living in the city? This definitely gives the game a much more personal touch and lets players truly immerse themselves and become V. V is joined by Jackie, another gun for hire, who is one of the player's first companions you can find in the game. It seems like V and Jackie aim to climb up that criminal ladder, but where will that take them? We don't really know. Throughout the 48-minute gameplay reveal, V already has some popularity among the residents of the city, with random people greeting him through their mega building. Not much is known about the game's overall story, but we do know that throughout V's adventures, we will be dealing with various gangs, which I think, depending on what choices we make, determines our relationship with them. Will they help us out later in the game, or will they just shoot us? I don't know, it depends on your choices. CD Projekt Red have confirmed it as well that the player will not be able to join any gangs in the game, which is unfortunate because in the reveal there was this meth head looking gang called Maelstrom. Maelstrom? Maelstrom. They look like they would have some interesting jobs for us to do, but again, maybe if we don't screw them over later in the game, like the devs doing this quest, they can hire V and Jackie for some jobs. Whatever way you go about Night City and its delightful occupants, it will ultimately affect the world around you, leading to one of the game's various different endings. My whole take on Cyberpunk's story is that whatever we decide V's reason for being in Night City is where we start off. Fresh off the boat and new to the criminal underworld, much like in GTA 4. After completing the first series of quests that involved the why am I in Night City sort of thing, we are slowly introduced into the grand scheme of things, and V is thrown into the criminal underworld either by choice or forced into it. But enough of the story, even though the world of Cyberpunk is pretty spectacular, not gonna lie. Let's move on to why most people are hyped about this game, and that is because of the gameplay. Cyberpunk 2077 is a first-person action RPG with a gameplay style more similar to that of Fallout 4, as in how it involves like shooting mechanics rather than lack of choices and consequences and key RPG mechanics, which Fallout 4 suffers from. So if you're looking for another RPG in a similar style to The Witcher, then Cyberpunk is definitely not the game for you. Or at least not the game you're looking for. It could be right up your alley anyway if you do have those tastes, but if you're looking for like another Witcher style game, it's just not what you're going to be looking for. You're going to be very disappointed. Let's start at the beginning, first with the basics. Despite the game being in first person, players will be able to customise V from the very start of the game, and even throughout with the ability to purchase clothing. At the beginning of the game, players can change the appearance of V by manipulating facial structures, hairstyles, adding scars, and there is another option, which I'm guessing is just for makeup and tattoos. My guess is that you can actually change your appearance whenever during the game, especially since Cyberpunk is based in the future, so if there isn't an option to just randomly change your appearance, then it doesn't really make any sense, because right now in present day you can have cosmetic changes to your skin. You can change the way your face looks. So yeah, mate, just add that option, and even Fallout 3 had that option where you can just randomly change your face. There is also 6 upgradable stats in the game: Strength, Constitution, Intelligence, Reflexes, Tech, and Cool. Cool is probably the most interesting out of all of them there, and I'm guessing that this stat affects V's attitude in the game, which can change speech options. That's just my guess anyway. It could be completely different. It can just be how people react around you and not change any of that, but I'm guessing it does change that. Upgrading these stats with experience points allow the player to improve on 3 different character classes: Netrunner, Techie, and Solo. Netrunners are individuals with cybernetically augmented interface systems implanted into their bodies, allowing them to hack systems to find information or to manipulate buildings, i.e. like security systems. Techies are engineers that are great at hacking hardware and can use skills such as hacking human targets and opening locked doors that block your way. Solos are professional mercenaries and are more combat focused, i.e. like weapons and melee. Skills aren't the only thing you'll be upgrading in the game though, because if you visit your local Ripperdoc today, you can buy yourself some nice wee cyberware, including an optical implant that can let your character zoom and analyse your surroundings. Players will have to purchase cyberware augmentations to even see basic UI, like an ammo counter. Other augmentations players will be able to purchase include ricocheting bullets and these weird fucking like spider arm looking things. The main appeal of this game for me is the dialogue system. You can randomly engage in dialogue with other NPCs at random points during the game that usually involve a choice that the player will have to make. Even in the heat of battle, you will be asked to make a spur-of-the-moment decision by one of your companions. In the gameplay we were shown, I've seen many possibilities of how this quest could purely go based on V's dialogue option. CD Projekt Red promised in the gameplay video that this quest could be completed through a variety of different ways, which personally I am very wary on because I have been fooled by game developers in the past that promised this but then end up being an entire illusion of choice, but apparently does kind of trust these devs, mainly because the entire indie game industry trusts them, and just by their interactions with the community and just by the way they're advertising Cyberpunk 2077 in general, it does seem very genuine and just pro-consumer, so I'm guessing they will make good on this promise. In the world of Cyberpunk, the player will be able to explore every nook and cranny of Night City, even the massive skyscraper apartment complexes that we live in. The key details CD have made to immerse players is absolutely astonishing. One of my favourites is the interactive advertisements found in every corner, which if you're interested in the product being advertised, will add a map marker leading you to the closest shop that sell that item. Players also have the ability to purchase apartments, and with this game's like level of immersion, will probably give you like a mini side quest called Moving Day, which involves you asking friends to help you pack and move shit from your old place to the new one. That would be actually crazy if they added that quest. I can totally believe them doing it anyway. But just because of how much effort they're putting into this game, it's really incredible how much effort they're putting into this game. So if they do add this quest, I would just laugh. I would just be like, oh man, they actually did it. Getting between missions through Night City's 6 districts will be pretty difficult on foot, so CD Projekt Red have given us the ability to drive cars through the streets. Players have a variety of different cars to choose from, which I'm hoping you can actually do up in store like in GTA 5. Another fun fact for this game is that players will be able to enter romantic relationships with NPCs, which can either be short flings to long-term things. What? What the fuck did I just say? Can either be short flings to long-term things. That's what I put in the fucking. That's what I wrote in the script. Players can get together with NPCs that are straight, gay, or bi, which is cool that players have the choice to get with any of these sort of sexualities. Cyberpunk 2077 is not expected to be released anytime soon, with CD Projekt Red saying that it will be released when it's ready. Although there are rumours of a 2019 release date, but I think we have a wee while to go yet. So that was Cyberpunk 2077. Are you looking forward to this amazing looking RPG? Please let me know down in the comments below. I personally am really excited for this game, especially when researching it. I was actually, leading up to this video, I was sitting here and I had this video planned for probably months. And because the amount of details came out about this game, like gameplay details, I was sitting there and I'm like, it's going to take me an entire fucking day to like research all these sources. So like in this video, it doesn't have all the gameplay features that are actually out and about now. So if you're interested in this game, please just go on Google and just research it and just look at all the articles about it, read all the interviews about it. It is really cool in how much they're doing for this game. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game, but I'm also a wee bit terrified as well because of how expansive and immersive it all seems. So yeah, I can imagine this game eating up a lot of my time. Special thanks to my brilliant wee patron Simon609, Devil and Proxy1 for their continued support over on my Patreon. Thank you guys so much. So that is me for today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please consider checking out my other videos. I do other upcoming RPG videos. I just did a video there on Wasteland 3. I do videos in Fallout that includes Fallout 76 and the Fallout 4 mods. And I also do survival horror content as well. If you're interested in that, please go check that out. But yeah guys, that is me for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye bye.